Hi, I'm Ross Trachtenberg with Figure It Out Baseball. I'm a recruiting coordinator and hitting coach at Westchester University, and I want to share with you some of the things that we do during practice in terms of our hitters to make our hitting sessions essentially more exciting, fun, and challenging for our hitters. The concept that I think a lot of coaches have in mind is batting practice should be one player hitting while the rest of the players are in the field waiting for a ground ball or a fly ball to come to them. When you're in this situation, you really only have one player working, and there's not a whole lot of a challenge there for them. What I want to take you through is a few drills that we can do and that we do at Westchester. I think you can really put into your own programs, whether you've got a full field to hit on, a batting cage, or really very limited resources. Let's just take, for example, a situation where you maybe don't have a batting cage. Purchasing or collecting wiffle balls is a great way to be able to hit without a lot of fear of danger for the players, and also easy to collect the balls. So a lot of drills you can do with different types of low flight balls, like a wiffle ball or a tennis ball, for instance. And this way you can hit really into the field wherever you need to and avoid any type of injury. When we look at hitting, we want to go ahead and make sure there's a challenge, and we want to give players essentially, if we can, points or stars or something like that to challenge them with every single swing, so they're trying to accomplish something. The other approach would be to say you get 10 swings, and when a player's in a situation where they get 10 swings, the effort's going to kind of go up and down because there's no challenge. So hitting in an individual situation, so a player gets, say, 3 swings, and each swing is worth a point if they hit it well, or 2 points if they hit it really well. That's another way to kind of add a challenge to this. We use this at Westchester on a pretty much a daily basis, where players are keeping track of their good hits essentially. And we'll raise the bar if we want to do a bunt in there. Do they execute a bunt? If we're trying to hit a ball in the air to elevate a pitch, you get a point if you do that. If you hit the ball hard on the ground, that's not a point because that's not what we're trying to execute. So when we're looking to hit, I think, again, setting up a point system is a great way to do it. You can go right off of a tee with this and hit into a net or hit into the open field. Side toss is a really safe way to go about this. And then obviously front toss or front pitching with a protective screen. Now when we get to on-field batting practice, a challenge can certainly be if there's only one coach there and you've got all these players, how can you make sure each player gets enough swings? There's only going to be so many swings you can get in that type of a situation. So teaching players how to do dry swings appropriately, which would be basically working on the mechanics of swinging the bat hard but without a ball. So having the team be able to go through drills like that and take a lot of swings without a ball. And then getting into even just team competition where you're playing a game, but instead of a live pitcher, you're playing t-ball. And this can even be with high school or college level players. We do that, again, at Westchester. You can do a game where you're playing side toss. So the on-deck hitter or the coach flips side toss to the hitter, and there's going to be instant action. You hit through the batting order and you flip sides and you keep score. You're adding a little bit of a scrimmage essentially into practice, but with a high level of action. Those are just some examples of ways you can really get your team swinging the bat with a purpose, and having fun when you're doing that. Most players will agree that batting practice is the most fun part of practice, but add an element of a challenge to it, an element of a game to it. Again, assigning points, assigning good hits, whatever it may be, and keep track of them. You don't need to have a scoreboard up. You can certainly jot down notes or just kind of remember it. When we're looking at other hitting challenges you might want to do in a batting cage, that can certainly be a timed exercise where you give the full team of maybe 3 or 4 players 1 minute. Each player hops in, gets 2 swings, hops out, and again, good hits get a point, and then another team plays them. So things of that nature can really, again, excite the players. You'll get more out of your batting practice sessions than the standard coach throws, hitter takes 10 swings, and the rest of the team is standing around waiting for a ball to come their way. I hope this has been some helpful information for you about how to design a batting practice with more action. My name is Ross Trachtenberg. I'm with Figured Out Baseball and Westchester University. I'll have one more video coming at you with kind of building an identity as a hitting team and kind of what your focus will be as a hitting coach.